Hi guys, welcome to my channel Elemental Education. So today's video will be doing the numericals based on electricity. I think you might have missed those 3 videos I have made on electricity, part 1, 2 and 3. Go to my channel on YouTube, search for Elemental Education, watch those videos completely. I have given the notes at the end of each video. Read the notes. If you have any doubt, please comment on the video. I'll be helping you out over there. And moreover, please remember the formulas. We'll be using those formulas in all the numericals in physics, whatever we'll be solving. I'll be making 2 or 3 videos on numericals. Please follow my channel, subscribe my channel over there and hit the bell icon. Whenever I make any new videos, you will be getting the videos notification at the first time. So let's begin today's video. We'll be solving few questions on part 1 of electricity, that is charge, voltage, those things. So let's start our video, guys. Guys, our first question is like this. How much work is done in moving a charge of 2 coulombs from a point at 118 volt to a point at 128 volt? So how we should approach this kind of questions? There are few steps to approach or solve this kind of questions. First step is, let us find what is given here in the question. Given is 2 coulombs, 118 volt and 128 volt. So what is asked? Work done. How much work is done? This has been asked. So how to approach? Always remember, guys, whenever there are such questions, such kind of questions, you should always write given, then to find, then find the solution, then conclusion. This method you should follow for any kind of examination. Remember that in CBSE, and diagram is also important. Remember that diagram is also important. So this carries 1 mark each. Even if you solve this question, if there is a 5 mark question, like although it's a 1 mark 2 mark question, but if there is a 5 mark question, you'd hardly score 2 marks over here or 2 or 3 marks, because you don't have a diagram, you don't have given to find. So always remember, you should write the question, solve the answer like this. So let's begin. What is our given here? Given is 118 volt. There is a point A. Let me draw the diagram. This is point A. There is a point B. This point A is 118 volt. And this is point B of 128 volt. And there is a 2 coulomb of charge. Charge is 2 coulomb. 2 coulomb of charge is moving. So when there is a charge moving, so we know movement of charge is known as electric current. So there is a current. Then there must be a potential difference. So what is the potential difference between point and B? I have already, please go to my first video, you might have seen, I have already told you if there are 2 potentials given here in point A and B, then if you minus point B minus point A, VAB equal to VB minus VA, because the potential difference in B is higher. So what is the potential difference here? There is a subtraction, just do the subtraction, 10 volt. 10 volt is the potential difference here. Now, then what is the work done? Work done, we have the formula. Work done is potential difference into charge. I have already given this formula in my first video. Please go through the notes, you might find this formula I have already given. So what is the potential difference? 10. And what is the charge? 2 coulomb. So how much work is done? 20 joules of work is done. I hope you understood this question. 20 joules of work is done. Don't worry for the question. I'll be giving you this question in the video as well. So please note how it should be solved. So now let's move to the second question. So guys, this is our second question. This is quite similar to the first question. Let us see what is given here. Given is 230 volt and 220 volt of point A and B. That means we have to find the potential difference. Now, work done has to be found out. And 4 coulomb of charge is moving across that point, those 2 points. So, point A, point B. 4 coulomb of charge is moving, and this is 230 volt, this is 220 volt. So obviously the potential difference is 10 volt. Point A minus point B, 10 volt. So how much is the charge moving? 4 coulomb of charge is moving. So we have the formula to find the work done is charge into voltage. How much charge? 4 coulomb. How much voltage potential difference? 10 volt. So 40 joules of work is done. I hope you understood this question as well, because it is similar to the first question. So guys, always remember the formulas, different types of derivatives of the formula as well, because it will be helpful in, suppose there is a different question, current is given and resistance is given, then instead of that V is not given, instead of that current and resistance is given, so it will be QIR, because V equal to IR. So remember these kind of formulas as well. So based on the situation, you will be putting the appropriate formula to find the answer. Now let's move to question number 3. So guys, this is our third question. What is the question here? How much energy is transferred by a 12 volt power supply to each coulomb of charge which it moves around the circuit? Suppose this is a circuit. This is a circuit and the potential difference is given as 12 volt. So the charges are, this is a current flow direction. So the charges are flowing opposite. The negative charges are flowing opposite direction. Suppose for each coulomb of charge, how we will calculate? 1 coulomb of charge. 1 coulomb of charge, if I am moving for a potential difference of 1 volt, how much energy I need? 1 joule. For a potential difference of 1 volt, if I am moving 1 coulomb of charge, that means I need 1 joule. Similarly, now we have 12 volt. 12 volt of charge I need, 12 volt of potential difference I have. So 1 coulomb of charge I am moving. How much energy I need in this potential difference? I need 12 volt is there, right? For 1 coulomb I need 12 joules. This is very simple. There is no calculation at all. So guys, whenever you are approaching a question, always remember you have to underline what has been asked, what is given, so that you can find out the exact answer of the questions. So now let's move to the electric current questions. Question number 4 will be from electric current. So guys, these are fourth question on electric current. So let's see the question. An electric bulb draws a current of 0.25 ampere for 20 minutes. Calculate the amount of electric charge that flows through it. That means we have an electric circuit. This is a bulb. Suppose this is a bulb. This is the electric circuit. That means the charges are flowing this way. This is the direction of current. The charges are flowing this way. Now let's see, this is a potential difference, there is a bulb, this is a simpler circuit. So let's see, this current value is given 0.25 ampere. I is given as 0.25 ampere. Now what is the time given? Time given is 20 minutes. 20 minutes, or if I convert it to SI unit, it will be 20 into 60 seconds. So it will be 1200 seconds, 1200 seconds. But what we know electric current is given as Q by T. Remember the formula for electric current? I is Q by T, charges per unit time. What is the charge here? How much charge is flowing we have to find out. Then Q is equal to I into T. The current is given as 0.25 ampere into 1200 seconds. So the answer will be 300 joules. Sorry, 300 coulomb. 300 coulomb. So calculate the amount of electric charge that flows through the circuit. So this much 300 coulomb of electric charge flows through the circuit. I hope you have understood this question as well. Let's go for the next question. So guys, question number 5 is, if the charge in an electron is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. We already know this value. So what has been asked in the question? How many electrons pass through the conductor in 1 second to constitute 1 ampere current? So guys, I have given the questions below the video. Please note those questions and understand the solution for it. I hope this handwriting might not be visible for you. So let us approach this question. We have been given the charge of an electron and 1 ampere current should pass through this circuit. Suppose there is a circuit and these are loads. There is a potential difference of V. Always remember to draw the diagram. So now the time is given as 1 second, current is given as 1 ampere. So we know Q equal to I into T. Current into time is the number of charge. Here Q, let's find Q. Q is 1 second into 1 ampere equal to 1 coulomb. Q equal to 1 coulomb. So indirectly the question says we have to pass 1 coulomb of charge. 1 coulomb of charge means charge of an electron is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus coulomb, minus 19 coulomb. So 1 coulomb of charge will be, how many electrons will be containing here? 1 by 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19. Just divide it. 1 coulomb of charge equal to 1 coulomb of charge equal to this many electrons. So how many electrons we should find out? 1 coulomb of charge is how many electrons we have to find out. Now this is 6.25 into 10 to the power 18 electrons. This is the answer. How many electrons pass through the conductor? 1 coulomb of electrons pass through the conductor. So 1 coulomb of electrons is how many electrons? 6.25 into 10 to the power 18 electrons. This is our answer. So guys, question number 6 is like this. The potential difference across the lamp is 12 volt. How many joules of electrical energy are changed into heat and light when 1 coulomb of charge pass through it? So let's understand this question in this way. There is a lamp. It is connected to a potential difference of 12 volt. This is a lamp. That means this lamp gives light and some amount of heat is also released. So this light and heat is the work done by this lamp. This light and heat is the work done by this lamp. That means indirectly the current flowing through it does that work. The current I flowing across this lamp does that work. Now let's understand, if it is given as 12 volt as the potential difference, it has been asked how many joules of energy, how many joules of work done or energy is changed to heat and light. How to approach that? We have already known this formula, work done equal to charge into potential difference. So what is given here? Charge is of 1 coulomb is given in the question. So charge is 1 coulomb, potential difference is 12 volt. That means work done is of 12 joules. I hope you understood this question as well. So now let's move to another question. Similar questions. So guys, question number 7 is, in 10 seconds, a charge of 25 coulombs leaves a battery and 200 joules of energy is delivered to an outside circuit. As a result, what is the potential difference across the battery? We have to find what is the potential difference across the battery and what is the current flows from the battery. What is the current here? So guys, if you see, given is T, Q and W. So for that we have to draw a circuit. Let's assume this is a circuit having a potential difference of V, this is R, this is I. Now, so what has been asked? Potential difference and V has been asked and current has been asked. We know the current is current I equal to Q by T. I equal to Q by T. Charge flow per unit time. Now, what is the charge here? 25 coulomb. What is the time? 10 seconds. So what will be the current? 2.5 ampere. So we found out the current as 2.5 ampere. Part 2 is solved. Now part 1, what is the potential difference across the battery? V. So we know work done equal to Q into V. Now let's see, we know work done equal to Q into V. I have already told you in part 3 of electricity. Watch that video completely, you will know this formula. So W equal to Q into V. So V equal to W by Q. Now what is the work done here? Work done is 200 joule. What is the Q here? 25 coulomb. Now 8 volt. So what is the potential difference? It is 8 volt. What is the potential difference here? 8 volt. And what is the current? 2.5 ampere. So guys, this is the way you should approach a question. First, find out what is given, then what has to be find out, then remember the formulas, apply them, the appropriate formula for the question, solve it. These are the steps. So guys, please remember all the formulas I am giving you in all my videos. At the end of the video, you will be getting all the formulas. Please do read them, remember them, practice this kind of questions wherever you get in the books or any references. So I will be coming up with another video with more questions. So stay tuned to my channel, go to YouTube, subscribe to Elemental Education and hit the bell icon, share with everybody. So guys, thank you all, thanks and bye bye.